So it's July 6th, I think, Friday. I was on vacation part of this week. Unfortunately, we had some car trouble with Brian's car, and I had to deal with that most of the week. Couldn't get out as much as I wanted to, but decided car's taken care of this afternoon, and I was going to get out on the boat, so I came out to the marina after dinner tonight, and hold on a minute, the autopilot's telling me that there's a wind shift. Just need to check it out. So the sun's, I got out here probably about 6:30, went out for about 6 or 7 miles, turned around and headed back to the marina now. Letting the autopilot do a little bit of steering, but it's not doing so well, so I guess I need to take over. Wind's kind of dying a little bit on us. Had a nice sail out though, made about 5.5 knots most of the way. I don't know if you can see that square building off in the horizon. That's our ultimate destination. Beautiful evening out though. It's mid 80s today, low 80s maybe. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler by the water tonight, so the boat's not too hot. Sleep out on her. Going to a Cubs game tomorrow afternoon for a 3:20 game, so I gotta come out and get early and head up to the Cubs game in about minutes. So Kathy was understanding and let me hang out on the boat tonight. First time since we bought it, really, that I'm gonna sleep on the boat. More later. Still sailing back. About 8 o'clock at night. Still pretty high up on the horizon. Nice big cloud right there. We're making about 5.5 knots. Wind's holding up at 13. Got my streaming navigation lights on though, just so I don't have to find it in the dark. Horizon's still pretty quiet. Thinking I need to get up tomorrow before sunrise and come out here a little ways and watch the sun come up over the horizon to the east. That would be pretty cool. Just an absolute gorgeous night to be out. Chicago's blanketed over there in fog, I guess, or clouds or something. You can't see anything from the city. Sun's dropping, there's a steel mill in the background. Sails look good. Just been a nice night to sail. Well, it's a beautiful sunset tonight. Bright orange ball of fire out there. Not much else to see, really. Wind's still holding up. It's about 8 knots true. We're squeezing a little bit more out of it, getting about 5 knots speed out of it still. Won't be long though, and the sun will be down. So we're out, headed back to the marina. Right up there to the marina and the gambling boat. This is a view from the bow of the boat. Sail. The boat will pretty much pilot itself because the wind is not too variable. There aren't too many waves right now. Forward hatch. Sun's almost down though. There just in time. Checked all the nav lights and they all seem to be working. When we get a little closer, I'll try the mast light, make sure it's working. I haven't checked it in a long time. There goes the sun. So as I was making my way back in, I was pretty hot and dirty. So now the wind's kind of died down a bit. Just turned the autopilot on and got a bar of soap, put on my bathing suit. Washed up off the back of the swim platform. Wasn't going very fast, so I jumped in, hanging onto the boat, got dragged behind, got wet. Soaked up and then dragged myself off the boat the second time to get all rinsed off. So now I don't need a shower tonight. I'm all clean and sweat free. Sun's just about down. It's not dark yet, but it's close. I was going to anchor off the beach and get a little quick swim and clean up, but this way I don't have to stop to anchor off the beach because I'm not probably very good at anchoring all by myself. So anyway, I'm clean, and we're still sailing in, only making about 4.5 knots, but just enough to keep going, and we'll drop the sail here pretty soon. But that was an invigorating little swim. The water temperature says it's 62 degrees. I don't know if that's right. 61 actually. I don't know if that thermometer works well, but it says it's 61 degrees, so it was pretty invigorating. Hopefully now I won't be so hot and sticky that I can't sleep. So that was fun. More later. So here's our little boat at night. I'll be spending the night on the boat tonight. So up in the front there, could sleep up there, but it's kind of small. And I've got a sail stored up there. We do have a hatch open with the screen in place. A couple of lights up in there. And then we've got the table, dining, it's dark. Got the dining area. It's kind of a mess right now. They got the sail cover and helm cover and box in here. But I got an electric fan blowing to kind of circulate the air a little bit. kitchen sink, ice box, stove, a little battery pack in case we ever don't have battery power to start the engine. That's where I'll be sleeping back here. Not exactly spacious, but it'll work. Got a couple of lights. Reading a scary book about a storm and some guys that were in a storm. The little bathroom. With the sink. And got another port here with a screen in it. Even got a mirror, so I can put my contacts in the morning, hopefully. Anyway, that's about it. Not real big, but better than camping and sleeping on the ground, I guess. So I've got the hatch open, the screen hanging over it right now to hopefully keep some bugs out. And I'm going to try to get up 4:30 tomorrow and get out and see the sunrise. So that's my plan. So more tomorrow. Well, there's the sky at 5:15 or so in the morning in July. Looks a little cloudy. I don't know if we'll actually see the sun come up on the horizon, which is why I got up so early this morning. But we'll see. It's calm, pretty calm out. So we're motoring out a little ways just so we can go see the horizon, see if we can see the sunrise. Well, we're still motoring out a little ways, but right about now it's sunrise. If you look very carefully on the horizon there, under the clouds, you see a really bright orange spot, and I think that's the sun coming up over the horizon. Not much wind out here, so we're motoring out to see if we can get a little wind maybe, but most importantly we want to see that spectacular sunrise, and you can see it coming up over the horizon, bigger and bigger as we talk. Front bow. Going to be obscured by some low clouds though, it looks like. Kind of fishing tournament going on this morning, I heard. A lot of fishermen headed out right now. Well, there's our sunrise, unfortunately, obscured mostly by clouds out there. I mean, I can see it, but it's well hidden. And it looks like, to me, the sun is completely above the horizon in just a couple of minutes, like that. Lake's pretty glassy otherwise. Much wind. Not even too many ripples on the water this morning. vehicles and a few fishing boats. Not much going on at 5:30 in the morning out here. You can see the sun coming up. Gotta wait for it to get above that layer of clouds. So there's our spectacular sunrise. It's about 5:35 on July 7th, I think it is. Maybe 8. Barely see the city out there. City of Chicago. Very faint. Glassy water, a little bit of wind, 5 knots, maybe hardly enough to sail in. Sun's still getting higher. Still pretty glassy out here though. Motor a little bit farther, see if we get any wind at all. And if not, well, we'll turn around and got little maintenance things to take care of this morning, so we'll go out a little bit farther and turn around. There's the sun coming up, turned around and heading back to whatnot. That's our sunrise. Can't see much of the city over there. It's out there. I can see the Sears Tower, which is barely. Well, here we are, the Breakfast of Champions. Not quite the same as camping because there's no fire, but cooked up a little egg sandwich on the galley. Got a cup of hot coffee. Sun's starting to come up pretty high now. Looks like it'll be a beautiful day. Just not much wind, unfortunately. But we're going to a Cubs game today, so that's okay.